Can't be too mad.
I ain't mad either, but it's just crazy how you really get less time for murder these days than the only reason I feel like the only reason she got that much time is because she didn't do it herself.
Mm.
She got the guy in to help her and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why she got more time. Because if she would have just snapped out and probably killed her, they probably wouldn't have gave her that much time. Saw me watching that movie when I first saw it. How did you give your daughter dog medicine?
Hey, do me a favor. Push that, not push, move that the camera up some, hold it up some so it won't get too much of the ceiling. My bad. I should have.
But it's not even up there.
Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. Thanks.
Come on. We call it chicken nuggets. We call it chicken nuggets.
They recall? Did they recall something else in those dinosaurs?
I think they recall. I know it was the dinosaur nugget, but they say 30,000 pounds of chicken nuggets. Glad I ain't even buy none this weekend.
all right, y'all. Wait a minute. There we go. Couldn't hear myself.
You got it?
Yeah. We got it. We good. I didn't even mean to do that. I'm already starting to fuck up.
It's all right.
Yeah. One of those days already, y'all.
It's
Monday. It's a sick Monday too. So if anybody looking at the live feed and wondering why that nigga got a mask on, I got a cold, and I'm trying not to. Not that I think I'm infectable now that I can, pass it on because I've been sick for all weekend. Uh, and honestly, everybody else in here been sick, so I just want to be safe for the guests. Anyway, Lunchtime Big Time Radio Network. It is your boy G Money sitting here next to the lovely Raw Diamond Danny. Got the driver next to us, bus driver.
good morning. Good morning.
How was your weekend, brother?
Uh,
Friday. How are you feeling?
I feel
All of us got sick.
no,
And in the school loyalty, I would be upset. But
but yeah.
what about you, Raw? How was your weekend?
It was pretty decent. But it was good, nonetheless.
Mine was in bed. That might sound like a good thing, but it wasn't. Honestly, today's the first day I put on drawers and all weekend. Just to give you an idea. I have been free balling all weekend ever since Friday night. Man, I barely got out of bed Saturday. I haven't left the house since I left here Friday. But yeah, it's been one of those days. Like, and shout out to everybody on the team. I do want to put out an apology. Saturday, we didn't get a chance to do Boomer Systems because I was under the weather. And so shout out to Bars Nice for being so understanding on that. I do appreciate it. We weren't able to record the Kenny's Divine Connection again because I was a little under the weather. So shout out to both of them for being understanding on that. But yeah, I think a lot of the team is been sick this week. So like as a matter of fact, I can tell y'all right now, there will not be a EP playlist today because the EP's sick. So
Get better, EP.
yeah, this is going around. I don't know what's going on, but I had to come today. We have an incredible guest today. We have our artist of the month, Big Sty, coming in today. He should be in here shortly, so that's gonna be a great show. And because we got him coming in, I wanted to make sure we kind of, represent him by representing some real hip hop. So we will do some real hip hop in the first part of this morning. So let's do this, y'all. This is Jim Jones. We fly high. Lunchtime.
I ain't gonna lie though, I'm glad we all got a little sick before the holiday.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Been a hurt soul come Thanksgiving. And then I told the whole family, y'all gotta run this back. Gotta run this back. It's probably the weather and shit, y'all, because this weather is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm there with you yet.
Is that?
No, because I the strawberry.
But I did that from the beginning.
The variety pack of cherries is always the last ones, and then I gotta put them in the toaster. I like the blueberry. So I like the
What you do is you break them up, get like 2 or 3, break them up, and throw some ice cream on top of them. Talking and shit. That's
Oh, G shit, he
that's
really
that nigga shit
smoking.
right there, boy. That's that nigga shit. Whole different type of hunger right there.
You know, you stopping after this because you ain't got the auto DJ on.
You had to talk to me like I was.
No, I was literally asking.
I'm just saying, I appreciate you, but it sounded, the tone sounded a little condescending. Is what I'm saying.
I don't know this one.
Oh, now you want to talk?
Well, go ahead and introduce the song.
This is Marley Marl. We write the song featuring Heavy D and Biz Markie. Mm. Damn.
I ain't get you no house, G.
I've been popping goddamn cough drops like TikToks. Like I honestly haven't been coughing that much other than just to clear my throat.
Mhm.
I mean, it's really breaking up. It's just like last night was bad because my throat was killing me.
Mm.
And I kept trying to drink orange juice, which made it worse. That shit be burning. Why the fuck I ain't thinking about that when I got all those?
But they tell you to drink orange juice
right,
and shit.
and that's like the worst thing in the world.
But it burns the hell out you.
Y'all, that was Molly Mall featuring Heavy D and Bismarck, and we write the song. All right, Lunchtime, Big Time Radio Network. Welcome to the week, the beginning of the week, y'all. It is the 6th of November. Already. You know, and people say that. We say that a lot when we get, you know, in the middle of the year or the end of the year. Wow, the year really went by quick. I really feel like this year really went by quick.
Yeah, like for real.
Right, like I really felt like I woke up. I went to sleep in March and woke up it's goddamn November. I don't know what the hell happened. It's never happened like that when we were kids. We had to get up and go to school.
Did y'all feel like yesterday was long?
Yesterday was.
I woke up. I was so mad with myself because I woke up and I knew it. I already knew it. I knew it was gonna be early. It was like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'm like, Dad, you ain't got nowhere to go. And it just was long. And then when it got to about
time and all that extra.
Oh, you had to change the time, right?
Right. But when it got to later on that night, I won't tired. That's why I'm sitting here now just yawning. Like the fallback for me always throws me all the way off.
Mm-hmm.
They seem so long.
Yeah.
And I was in the bed free balling it, so I don't know.
It was just a day for you.
It was just a day. It was just a day in bed, watching TV. Matter of fact, I caught up on some things I wanted to see. Like one of the shows I've been waiting to see premiered this week. Invincible. Have you seen Invincible?
All right.
When I tell you,
I'm on it.
Invincible. Here's the thing about Invincible. Invincible. If you haven't caught it, it's a Prime Video show. Y'all excuse me, I gotta keep wiping my nose so I don't snot on the microphone. It's a Prime Video show. It's a cartoon. This is definitely. Yo, this whole place was sanitized. I just want you to know that.
They won't.
Yeah.
They won't play.
Justin Lee, this whole place was sanitized.
Wiping it on that.
It's a Prime Video show. It's a cartoon, but I tell you, I promise you, this is not a cartoon you want your kids to watch.
No, absolutely not.
And this is unlike me saying that about any of those adult cartoons like like Family Guy and other. This is not like that. This is probably one of the most bloodiest cartoons. This is like anime type bloody, but
good though.
It is really good.
So it's just like a lot of killing, blood.
Yeah,
just killing, it wouldn't be that bad. But it's like, no, it's no sex. Not that I know of.
I'm just trying to see, because Junior still try to watch it. And he'll be like, well, Mama, it's nothing inappropriate in it.
It's just somebody getting their head shot. Yeah. But it's like...
I'm going to give you one example. The show, the first episode of this season, the hero, quote unquote hero, was saving people that were dying in a building was crashing.
Mm-hmm.
It was a mother and a daughter. And he flew, he can fly, he's a superhero. He flies up to the building, stops the building from falling. Then he looks inside and he sees a mother and a daughter still in the building. And as the building is falling on him, he catches the mother. They never really said whether he caught his daughter or not, but he catches the mother, and then the building crashes. You know, why he holding them? Why he holding the mother? Then he comes out of the rubble, he's still holding her hand, but that's all that's left. Like it's just the
like shit like that.
Yeah, it's just her hand. By the same people, I think.
Okay,
I mean, it's kind of created by this. I think The Boys is created by the same in that same genre.
But you get, right. I'm saying? It's not just the old, you know,
always
the day. Right, like, you know what I'm saying? Think about how many.
Not only does it happen, they show it, and then they talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't seen it, check it out. But it's a weekly jump, and it's very good. I really like it.
I do have a nerd. I wonder.
You are right. That is a very nerdy question.
What would the liability be?
No, they were cleanup. They were cleanup.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, but you know, we'll see.
Probably like hurricane insurance down in Florida.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's a
I also caught up on some other things, some other TV shows in my bed rest. I don't know why I've been doing this. I caught up on. I've been watching all 3 seasons of What's Happening.
Okay.
I've been binge watching all 3 seasons of what's happening. I'm on the 3rd season now. I don't know. I forgot how much I like that show. You gotta keep
that's familiar.
You gotta keep pulling back. I see. I don't know. I don't know how much I like that show. Now, like I said, the Doobie Brothers episode is by far my favorite one. So I finally got to that yesterday. But that's what I've been doing all day. I've been watching TV and shit. That's my vice. That really is my vice. I'm happiest in front of the television, binge watching stuff. Like I'll binge watch a whole season or something. I'll try to in one day.
But I
have another show for you.
Chevy Chase?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Dan Harmon. It's the same.
I've watched part of it. I never was able to get into it, but I think Glover is a talent. I always was a Chevy Chase fan until recently when I realized how much of an asshole he is. But yeah, I'll give it a look. It's like a list of shit that I watch.
The assholes don't like how somebody else.
Well, I mean, divas don't like other divas.
You're right.
That's how it is. I mean, I can claim to be an asshole, but I know how bad an asshole I am. So that's when I see another asshole, I'll be like, God damn, we can't have 2 of us. So
I'm a little sad. I finished The Family Business, and the only reason I watched it is because I read the books, and I had to.
See, that's what we're different. I watch this and I don't have to read the book. Go on.
Well, no, but the books be times better.
You get a lot.
So watching.
Oh, okay. Y'all bragging? Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, I read.
This day of time, it is a plus to read. You read, G. You read.
Yeah.
I hate when I'm watching something and then it ends, because then I don't know what to do with myself. Because I really, like you said, I will binge watch. Like, come home, that's what I'm putting on until I finish the whole thing.
Yeah, that's. You know,
I am too when I binge watch. Like a lot of people, like I did it for Invincible because I was bored at the time. But usually I will not watch it when it first comes out until the whole thing goes because I hate cliffhangers. I hate to be sitting there. I'm a huge Loki fan. I love Loki. Um, I hate the fact that I'm watching it as it comes on. Now I gotta wait a week for the next one, and then I hate that. I hate that. That's like one of my pet peeves.
we got to spoil. So even if you watch,
You know what? You're right. You're right.
I kind of between like
Put it into theirs.
Say-
Netflix got commercials now.
oh
You don't have to wait a minute. Stop.
He went real bougie with it.
No. I'm on his side. You don't have to feel bad about that. I don't. I every service that I have, and I don't have many. Every service I have.
I'm not paying for them no commercials.
I get it without commercials because I don't like commercials.
I can do it.
Button
No,
on your team.
Right, like you got a brush and go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Go do
okay.
what you got to do real quick.
I'm gonna let you go ahead with that.
Jesus, real bougie.
No, I'm not bougie. I hate commercials, and I figured if I'm paying whatever $14-16.99 a month,
There should be no commercial.
there shouldn't be a commercial. I'm paying for you right now. You're making money off me and off the ad people, so I shouldn't have to pay for commercials. So that's the way I look at it.
I mean, you're right.
Like I won't watch a show if it has commercials. I'll be flipping the channels and I'll see a movie on TV. And after the first commercial, I'll cut it off and I'll like find it on my like Fire Stick or some shit.
And then you just pick up from where you
left off. That's lazy. I know.
This is like Tubi because Tubi, oh my God. That now.
Tubi is a commercial.
It is. But they need to stop that. It's like 3 minutes long with Tubi. It'll be right back. Sometimes I want to watch the hood movie. But it's like, I've been like, gee, by the time the commercial is installed for 5 minutes, so I'm like, let me get on my phone and see if I can find it somewhere else.
I'm ready to do.
Short as hell.
All right, y'all, let me get to another song before I cough my goddamn lung out. Here we go. This is What You Want, May Sweet and Total.
Get to another song.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
You need some more tissue?
It's draining. think it is draining more now because this is like the first time I've sat up in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Tell by the way you said for me. All right, y'all, here we go. This is the Tribe Called Quest. Wordplay. Lunchtime, Big Time Radio Network.
A new island emerges from the sea after an underwater eruption. Japanese coast.
Why is that weird?
That's I think it's kind of like how
I'm saying, like, it's
just
The way he was calling you stupid.
no.
I felt like that too, but it's like I hope he understands where I was coming from.
Yeah, I got enough.
That's kind of, because water's wet. You know that, right?
Hell with you, G. What I'm saying is, where did the island come from? Like, is it popped up off the bottom of the ocean?
It's not an island. It's a landmass formed by the.
Like. It's like
that. Yeah. Now I get that the eruption hits the water.
I know what we can do. We could draw your picture. Go get some crayons. We can.
You. Listen.
I'm feeling better. Yeah.
I'm feeling better. I ain't now. It's not like I'm being like the guy who felt like evaporation was fake. I didn't say that. Wow. Did you see that?
What?
It's a guy that was like, I think they're lying to us. Rain isn't real. Evaporation. Because he was like, they say the water evaporates from the ocean into the clouds and give you rain. He's like, but wouldn't the ocean run out of water? So the guy was like, well, where does the rain go when it rains? This nigga said the concrete.
Okay.
You guys, I understand perfectly what you're saying.
One of y'all do me a favor. Colette Stein. please. All right, y'all, here we go. A little Heavy D and the boys. You ain't heard nothing yet. What's up, brother? All right, man.
How you doing?
Yeah. Get you set up for 1 second.
Okay.
Let's try to move the camera up a little bit. See from that. Yeah, but you're right. That's exactly what I needed right there. All right. All right, Pat, you can grab one of those headphones. You can use that mic right in front of you.
This one?
Yeah. You can use the headphones there if you want. I don't know. We got more headphones than anything around here. Can you hear?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Gotcha.
All right. So basically, bro, we just go. We do our interviews a lot different. A lot of other people. We like to have fun with it. So I ask you some questions. Some new music. Like I said, I got what you asked for. So we got that straight.
Okay.
And we just got some fun with it.
All right. All good.
We heard. Yeah. You need a outlet or you need a USB?
I got a USB.
I
need an outlet for
it. Plug it right in there if you want.
Oh, okay.
Everybody go. All right, y'all. Once again, that was Heavy D and the boys. You ain't heard nothing yet, and you have not heard anything yet. This is your boy G Money, Lunchtime Big Time Radio Network, sitting in BTN Studios with what I consider an RVA legend. This young brother. I ain't really This brother right here. I have been a fan ever since I was introduced to his music a few years back. And honestly, I've been kind of wanting to do this, bring him on as the artist of the month for a minute now. Basically, it's for as long as we've had this show. To me, and I'm saying this as you sitting in front of me. To me, brother, you epitomize hip hop music. Your style, your delivery, everything. Well, let's not say that. You epitomize the hip hop music I grew up with. I love. I'm old school to the heart. and you have figured out a way to bring to combine the two. Like you have an old school feel with the new school mentality, or vice versa, something like that. So here we go, y'all. After that, did my whole like weak ass attempt at an introduction.
That was very dope. Yeah.
This is Richmond's old Big Style. What's going on, brother? How are you doing, brother? It is definitely a pleasure, man. It's definitely a pleasure. So, like I said, we've been trying to, we've been doing pretty good within the last few months for getting together some of the best artists in the world, I think, as our independent artist of the month. And like I said, you are no different from anybody else. I really am a fan of your music. I've been it from the minute I've started listening to you. I honestly think that you are, and I say this a lot. I say this, you are one of the top MCs. And I don't want to just say in Richmond, because I really feel that your style kind of transcends the state, kind of transcends everything. It's just you have that ability, you have that, it's more of a, it's what hip hop is all about, honestly, in my opinion. As my girl Cooler would say, it's that boom bap. That's what it's all about. For me, and that's what I'm saying. As a you know, hip hop's 50 years old. I'm 51, so I grew up with hip hop. For me to be able to turn on the radio, plop in my MP3s, stream however, and to be able to get an artist like you is a huge plus when I got to deal with some of the shit I got to deal with here on a regular basis. So.
Understand, bro. Thank you.
All right, so let me talk to you, bro. How long have you been doing this?
Altogether, since I but professionally,
So and some people might think I just kind of shitted on some of the new artists and stuff like that. And I didn't really mean any disrespect to anybody out there listening. Not that I really care, but I didn't really mean any disrespect. But I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna put you on the spot. What is your opinion of hip hop music today?
I don't. At first, let me break it down. At first,
Right.
the boys and all that started. Change how we music. Went to a record store and surfed through the records to find what we wanted. The internet is the new record store.
Right.
And we have we got to go through the. But sitting there and just thinking about it, it gets you nothing. When you can actually go on your phone and find hip hop, Daddy Kane is dropping new stuff. There's a lot of new stuff out there. And once you start, the algorithm gonna send you more music like that. So, for the radio to be what we want to hear.
You know you're on radio.
Oh, me? You got the wrong dude.
No, but I feel you. I feel you. And hold on, before you say something, I will say this. I was that dude you were just talking about.
Right.
I was not a fan
Right.
of today's music,
Right.
and I will honestly say I give a lot of credit today to one of my co-hosts, Bus Driver, for introducing me to artists that I never heard of that are new out here, that that fall into the line of the type of music I like.
Right.
Because it's out there, just like you said, it's out there. Just the radio is not.
And I'm making my duty to turn on to months. December, what's his name? The dude from Baltimore, something low, but he dope too. It's easy. Go to the record.
They even have record stores.
No, they don't. You know what I'm saying?
Album did. God damn.
I'm that old too.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. But you don't know what it is like to find a record until you have to sit here and go one at a time, slide. And that's even before CDs came out.
Right. And to me, the same, it's a cheat code that they're exploiting to that. Like, if I have a subscription, I can go on and preview an album now, and
right.
That's no comparison. You could go in the record store and I just
Considered a sale.
And that's whack to me.
And that's how they have all these farms set up to to boost these numbers. And artists, good artists too, are making money off scamming the listeners. Because you have a number one track out there that no one has ever heard because they got a room off of First Street with 1,000 fucking cell phones, and they just running the same song over and over, and it's building streaming numbers.
Yeah, because perception the perception becomes reality. Got 5 views, but
all right. Well, let me ask you this, bro. It's because of what you just said, and because you did mention that Big Daddy Kane does have a new project coming out.
Absolutely.
Who are some of the artists growing up that you listened to that that were your inspiration to become big star?
It's gonna be redundant because I always say it. And I think Jay first started the love rap, where I'm bad. I need a beat, his battles with Kumo D, all those things, and not all letters. KRS, Cool. It's a lot.
I'm curious because you said early Ice Cube.
Yes.
Why are you separating Ice Cube as far as early Ice Cube?
Come on, man.
I mean, I kind of know why you said it. I just
after a certain point, it just and you can't do both and be great at both. One's gonna suck. No, you see, that's a Friday. You saw everything started. Classic.
Yeah.
And that's the especially death certificate, like phenomenal work. I think everybody.
All right. Okay. But I mean, I agree with you. That's why I said it. I wasn't trying to put you on the spot. But I'm a firm believer that, and I'm not faulting Cube for that. I mean, get your money, dog. I'm definitely not faulting you for it, but because I feel that Cube saw something. He saw that I can make a lot more money making these white folks laugh.
Right. And not only was he just the actor, it's like another creative. Another creative form comes in and gives you that same energy. But
I'm a firm believer in what you just said. I think Ice Cube was scaring a lot of people. And I think I honestly think that's why he had to change. I think you realize that you can't scare the people that are buying your rate. It was okay to scare us because he wasn't really scaring us, but you know what I'm saying? He was reminding us.
Right.
But when you started hitting these neighborhoods that, had street lights and stuff with,
Right. I think it's a lot of levels. I think also too, Cube saw get burnt out. You like, damn, you know what I mean? Let me try. A couple records perfectly. And from the same point of view, I was going to come.
Well, let's get back to the music. Let's get back to your music right off the bat. Again, fan. What would you consider your style? I mean, I know what I think it might be, but what would you consider your style?
When you say style, you talking about?
I mean, as far as, I don't.
What do I stand?
Somewhat, yeah, because I don't consider you like a conscious rapper. but you have uplifting
Right.
lyrics. You have I don't consider you a straight party rapper, but you have
I have some.
right. So basically, I'm trying to say I feel you're universal. How do you
Right.
feel here?
My music is a direct. Um, you know what I mean? Same tune.
WA.
And it was understood that the artist was a reflection of each voice, just not just everybody that was coming out. Because
Right.
and it made sense because we all knew a family member or we were living. You know,
Right.
that's a long.
That is.
It was
But no, it was. But while you talking about redirecting young minds, let me to our listeners right now, our younger listeners that hear you say you're a breakdancer. Let me explain to y'all the difference between dancers today and breakdancers in the 80s. Now, dancers today are incredibly talented. I'm not taking anything away from them. They go out there and they get their music and they do their thing, real arrow, acrobat, everything. They're just great.
Right.
You weren't a true dancer back in the 80s if you showed up to a spot empty handed.
Right.
You had to have a cardboard box
Or
linoleum. Yeah, if you were really good, you had linoleum. You had to have a box. You literally had to bring props with you to every dance. Yeah.
Hey man.
No, but seriously.
No, this what he's saying is real. When we would grab cardboard and go. We had, and I had to represent it in award shows. So if you loved it, you knew somebody. So it's going to be a known. Every TV commercial, every show, everything is sold and see. We had to call it, you know what I mean? When it comes to even making music, we did it for the love. I didn't do it for patient millions of dollars. And so now making millions of dollars. He had gold or a million mansions. All we cared was it's all that song. You listen to the younger audience. It's never a conversation. You know,
I'm a firm believer that it's starting to come full circle, though. I'm a firm believer that the because there's so many artists out there like yourself, that's bringing the awareness back to the music, the awareness back to the art form. It's not just music; it's an art form.
right,
You gotta definitely give that.
right.
It's an art form.
Right.
Not if everybody could do it, everybody would do it. The
Rob,
problem is everybody is trying to do it
That's
now.
my point. Yeah, like everybody can fit. Because think about it. Back in
They gonna
Yo,
challenge you.
Cause
Like, what is something?
yes,
Like,
that's my you know what I'm saying.
What's for lunch?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
exactly.
that's basically how it is now.
But I agree. Like, didn't they say something this year? Like the numbers are down like 40%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
So-
tours.
Yeah.
The old timers, I don't say old timers.
Yeah, the old school artists.
Yeah,
Selling out.
they're still selling out.
Yeah.
Now they might not be selling out the huge arenas,
But they still
say a
selling out.
Drake arena or something like that, or 21 Savage or whoever. That's just the
But it's
names came
also,
out here.
I think the overexposure that the
Yeah.
there was a mystique about,
Right.
you know what I mean?
And you only heard him if you caught him on the radio.
Exactly. Yeah, and putting many times. See Michael.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
When you think about it, Beyonce, she don't have no Instagram. She don't like,
And you don't see her until she's dropping.
and that's why
She's doing
she's
her tour.
making so much.
She's not out here doing a million interviews. She Michael So where are the superstars? Man?
There has to be some disconnect. I see what you're saying. There has to be.
You have to separate. To,
Yeah.
like, damn, there's no excitement, no build up, no anticipation. You know, getting straight to sex with no fork.
That's another show.
Yeah.
But you know what? I agree with you, and I don't think I ever thought about that because even some of our legends are doing that. Because I like Nas dropped the album a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, because he's
Just out of the blue.
Everybody's used to that process now. You know, you know, it's why advantage of that. And advantageous for you to utilize that anticipation. For a new video, or you got some behind the scenes footage of making an album, you got interviews, all this stuff to build up to bring anticipation. It's okay for you only got 5,000. You want to build some, man, you got to think.
This knowledge that you have, which is really impressive. Is this something that you've gotten over the years, just walking around and realizing, you know, what isn't working and what is working within the industry?
There's a lot from when I was signed.
All right. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna play some of your music, man, and we're gonna come back and talk to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna start off with "That's How I Feel." All right. I'll be honest with you. When you sent this to me, I thought I had basically listened to majority of your music. I never heard this one before.
Oh yeah.
Most of the times, what I'll do is, especially when we have artists on, I will wait to hear it when the artist comes in, so I can give them my honest opinion while I was here. And not like I'm some sort of music, producer, but I like to give my honest opinion. Because it was you, and because I know I haven't had a disappointing moment yet with your music. And I'm not saying yet, like I'm gonna say this was trash. Haven't had a disappointing music moment yet.
Right.
I was curious to check this one out.
Right.
So I listened to this. Yo, I really love this track.
Thank you, brother.
I mean, I really love this track.
It's sad. What was it like?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes that thing's just in the air, man.
Yeah, but since I have no idea what the music you talking about on that one, I can honestly say I'm sure this was better. So,
I think so.
Yeah, and I do. And anybody listening right now that happened to have not heard this one before, y'all will think so too. That's How I Feel. Big Stein Spade. Big Time Radio Network. What are you pointing at? Yeah, I did.
Hey, you got like a latency?
It's gonna be a tad bit, or you let echo in you.
Yeah.
But when we do your thing,
okay,
it's gonna be the music will come out of the speakers, not the headphones.
Cool. All right, I'm about to say that.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
All right, cool.
Oh, he's performing.
Yeah.
He kept all the secrets to himself today.
I've been in the bed all week. We didn't decide I didn't tell him that ask him that until yesterday.
Still had yesterday all morning. So
listen to the damn song. I know what I meant to ask you. All right, so Hands Up and Get Your Hands Up. They're two different songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get Your Hands Up is with me, DJ Cole, and Sam Face.
And Earl.
Yeah, Earl. Yeah. Hands up is just me and Spade.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I was looking at it, I was like, I already have that. Then I thought I listened to it. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
You got to send me all the new songs.
I did. Emailed you a bunch yesterday. Oh, I ain't tell you that either. Yeah, I emailed you a bunch yesterday. I was in bed all day. I ain't do shit else. Remember, I was in bed free balling today.
You've been acting crazy on me because it needs to be updated, and I'm having your issue. Too much stuff on me.
That right, you said it perfect. That, who follow me ain't going nowhere. I don't want that commercial to be simple. They hate you more. The people that's driving,
Yeah, I just wasted a hell of a conversation off that.
that's what I try to tell my homies because I'll be like, think about all the music you used to listen to that didn't make the radio back. They just
Thought. Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are back. Lunchtime, Big Time Radio Network. So we have some interesting conversations going on off air. Sometimes it's so interesting that I'm like, y'all need to shut the hell up so we can come back and bring this up. So it's gonna sound like this is repeated because it is. But Bus Driver had a good point that he had just made. And if you don't mind, if you can remember everything, for the most part of the initial point of what you said.
Just
Same people.
but
is going.
even in
Listen, of those records is something I'm looking for when an artist doing something like that. He hit a nerve.
All right, I'm a chime into that just a little bit. Mainly because I feel the same way about your knowledge. Like the one thing I can say, the beauty of it with you, bus driver, is that you and your show, which is every Tuesday at 6 o'clock, you have opened up my eyes, so my ears, to a lot of artists I've never heard of. You have brought that to this show here, by allowing us to by me letting me pick your brain and giving us ideas of who to think. Like I said, you opened me up to Lil Brother. Never heard of them.
Favorite group, and they've been around.
Heard of them, and they've been around for that long. Never heard of them, and I have since downloaded albums from them. And that goes back to what Sty was saying. Now I get on YouTube, I get people in that same kind of genre. When it goes back where he's saying the algorithm, I get people up from that same. So if you all are listening, give music a chance. Just because it doesn't, just because the artist doesn't fall into your category of what you think artists should look like, or artists should is portraying the way you want it to look like, give it a shot. What's gonna hurt you to listen to it? One of the things we have on this network is I tried when we put this network together to surround us with a lot of diverse people with diverse tastes in music. And I'm very happy with how it's coming through so far. One of the guys that we have on the network, Fars Nice.
Oh, this my guy.
Fars does a show every Saturday, Boomer System. It's an old school hip hop show. He does it every Saturday. I used to do it. I would never touch it again. Just because he has, in the 3 or 4 weeks he's been doing it, he has completely changed it to his thing. I mean, his knowledge is incredible as far as old school. And he doesn't like the word old school, and I stopped trying to use the word old school.
So what does he call it again?
You would put me on the spot. Old school, the way he broke it down one time, we honestly had a conversation off air, just like y'all did today, had a conversation off air that I had to stop our conversation in the middle to bring it on air. Because his knowledge of that was they did that to us purposely. They separated us as far as old school, new school.
Come on, bro.
And if you think about it, it's all hip hop.
It's all hip hop.
But if you think about it, and you might not know this as much, but Style can attest to this. Back in the day, LL was new school.
Yeah.
Boogie Down Production was new school. Big Daddy Kane was new school.
Yeah.
Run DMC was old school.
Yeah.
Curtis Blow. It was like, that was old school. Yeah. Now they're no longer new school anymore. They're all old school. And now this is the new school artist, as as BDP famously said. Right. And I didn't think about it. So I feel like I'm doing a disservice.
Me and Bars.
That was my next thing.
And I don't.
Right.
Again, it's the divide and conquer thing. Cool J, who still have relation.
Same
to
thing.
do the same thing.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And how much money did these are embellishing from these you know, from
Put them in their own little category,
Right,
old
exactly.
school, you know. And like I said, I'm guilty of that. Like I named the show Old School Hip Hop.
Right.
I'm figuring out how to rename the show now based on that conversation with Bars. Like we sat here and talked, and you know, love Bars to death. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
When he walks in this room, the last thing you think he is a hip hop artist, and he's straight fire. The last thing, because he doesn't look it. He doesn't. He has the gray beard, and then he doesn't look it. And I asked him about it, and his thing was he keeps the beard on for that reason.
Right.
Keeps the beard on because he wants to show that
Right.
you know the age has there's no age limit in hip hop. Just like we were talking to Cooler the other day. Cooler's in their 50s, you know, still rock.
Never good.
Yeah, you know. This is the only genre that does that.
Yeah.
Mick Jagger's damn near 100.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? You know?
And he's still
Saying you can't listen. He don't know what he's talking about. No one is saying that.
Part of that. Music, the people who own it, people who own and control. They're lumping everything. 50 years old. It's so many different sub. One Savage, because y'all different types of rap. 21 to J. Cole, totally different.
It's
That's
all
why these
dollars.
award shows, everything is. In the same category as music.
Yeah.
You got rockabilly, you got all different everything in different categories. And I feel like, but once you put everybody together, shouldn't even be mentioned in the same.
I honestly believe what you. And you know, I never thought about that breaking down the genre because they do. They lump everything, and now they've. I'm not gonna say they because I'm sure we're guilty of it too. We've turned hip hop into more than just music. It's become a culture.
It's global. The so
you gotta stop calling rap. Hip hop is the culture. Rap
of the culture.
And that's where a lot of the lines.
All right. I said all that to make a point to say something that I kind of got on a tangent and forgot all about it. One of my favorite songs is a track you did with Bars Nice.
Oh yeah.
This is literally one of my favorite. I probably played this to
Which
death.
one? You
Okay. Now I'm feeling kind of stupid. I ain't got one.
I'm pretty sure I know more.
I only have this one. Gorilla-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, when I tell you I love this track. How did this come about?
It's either Bully or Bars or both. And they had this track.
Shout out to Bully.
Yeah, shout out to Bully. Bars Nice, my dude, chemist. But
It is. All right. I know y'all done heard this before on the stage. Like I said, I play the shit out of this. This is Gorilla-ish. Bars Nice featuring Big Sty.
And he like this one so much he didn't even send me this one. I got you. Gorilla-ish.
I didn't see the point of sending this to you.
Why not?
Because I play it so much on we very rarely play independent music on this show.
oh really?
We very rarely play independent music. But I play this.
That's why I kept asking you, like, is you gonna get started? Come in.
Gorilla-ish. Chemistry.
Beat for me.
Them horns.
Sad. That was Gorilla-ish. Like I said, that was my it. Honestly, that's one of my favorite tracks. And the funny thing about it, we was just saying it because Raw does a independent artist show every Friday night at 5:55. And when we get independent artists send us music, I usually send it straight to her if she doesn't get it already first. And like we don't rarely play independent artists on this show, mainly because we got we kind of want to highlight them, or we kind of want to highlight them on the Friday show. I've played this so many times on this show, and here's the interesting thing. Every show I open up the show with a particular song, how I'm feeling at the moment, and I very rarely open the show with the same song more than once or something like that. I've used this song as our first song twice so far. I remember when I used it the first time I got this. No, I take that back. The first time I heard this, I saw the video. I saw the video. Was the first time I heard this. The first time I got this track, I used it as the opening song of the show. Then the next time I used it as the opening song of the show was the first week that Bars started his show. So I was kind of trying to bring him on. But I love this song, man. I love it. And it's the horns. It's the beat and it's the horns. So shout out to y'all for this. This was a hell of a track.
The Bully and Bars, man, they killed it.
All right. So you had already mentioned some of your artists that you listen to now, compared to some of the artists you listened to in the past, or some of the artists you've grown up listening to. Who do you think is out right now that kind of falls into the realm of real music that you can see based on their music, that you can listen to based on their music, that they are passionate about what they're doing?
J. Cole. Definitely moved. I mean, that still fit what I like. I mean,
I'm the same way. Like I said, I've said this many times. I was never a J. Cole fan until recently. I really wasn't. I mean,
I don't think.
but and the reason why is because I'm growing. Right? But look, all right, man. The reasoning is this: because I was so set in my ways,
right,
as far as just disconnecting myself with this whole quote unquote news mentality, that I refuse to allow myself to like them, to listen to them. Like certain artists, new artists, you feel like you're forced to listen to because they're doing things with artists that you know. I mean, say you got the Drakes and the Lil Waynes or something like that. But I'll be the first to admit, I was not a J. Cole fan. I was not a Kendrick Lamar fan, mainly because I refused to allow myself to listen to him. Right. And, you know, again, thanks
like
to
anybody under 30. Right,
yeah, how can I listen to your music? Nigga, you don't know what it's like to, to have to, like you said, to have to go to a rap. You don't know what it's like to have to go and not that I'm an artist, I'm I don't never put an album out, but you don't know what it's like. I think it's my personal opinion is these new artists are cheating the industry, cheating the artists before, because they can put out. I mean, I understand getting rid of the middleman. That's fine, but they come out here and they put something out on TikTok, and $1 million sellers without even hitting a distribution deal, without even hitting. And I'm thinking that's you don't know what it's like to sell your tape out of a goddamn trunk of a car. You don't know what it's like to sit in to perform at a sleazy ass bar or something because that's all that you can get.
You can do it from your home.
Right.
Yep. And to me, I think it's levels to that too, like that kind of, because be on the radio or have a record. segregated. Like if you came from a certain region, we can typically consider.
Market that. And
Right.
that's what you said. Yeah.
And it was upsetting, you know, you talk about the late 90s when Master P, Trick Daddy, all that Southern movement is going up. I'm from Virginia, they expecting to hear some of that. We spent,
I don't think Virginia gets enough credit as they deserve.
Absolutely.
As far as, I mean, we know the New York, somehow Virginia got jumped over. Somehow it went New York. I'll give New York the credit.
Been there though. That's
I think, but then I think Philly, you kind of fall into these offices, like, down to the business part. Isn't put
No, but you're saying it right.
It should be though.
Yeah.
it should be. Yeah.
Dominated.
Yep.
Virginia music was a primary influence.
Mm-hmm.
And move forward to individual artists alone.
And not going against the artists, because the one thing I will say about the majority of the Virginia artists, they rep VA.
Oh yeah.
They rep VA. Like you always know Timberland's VA. You always know Missy's VA.
Yep.
You always know Special
Crazy.
Skills. You always know Skills is you know.
Yep.
D'Angelo,
same.
Yeah.
I mean, is it? I think I was saying this the other day about like people coming here to have concerts and stuff. It's not like what when you look at. I'm just using Moneybagg for an example. When you look at his tours, he might do Georgia, but he'll do like 3 or 4 cities in Georgia.
Mm.
Yeah, you might get one.
Like
Get
To for the industry. About people with millions of dollars. Too flash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to drive fly cars out. Where is there for you to go? You know, be like, you want to bring the industry here. That industry here. You're gonna to see whatever else you have something. Atlanta, you got fly. In between, fly to hang out. You know what I'm saying?
I do want to say this because I usually try not to do that much political on this, but I can't for the life of me understand the beef is with this damn casino.
It confuses.
I don't understand.
It's mentality. You got Disneyland at the time. Remember certain whatever these particular people are in Virginia, they know it's going to bring other elements, and they're fearful. A lot of these people ain't never been nowhere. You know what I mean? All they know is their own little hood, their own little back.
They don't get the idea that that's an economic windfall.
They don't care. Because when you look up Virginia, when you look up Virginia, we are like in the top 5 for retirement states. Think about the people that's running.
Colonial mindset.
Yeah, they don't want to
keep it that way, man. They don't want to see progression.
I knew last year when, again, I never did stocks and shit like that before, but last year I put a lot of money into Radio One because I just knew that we was gonna get that casino. Like I was hurt when they voted it out. I mean, I can't understand why. It's like it's a license to make money. It's a license to help a lot of people. It's a license. And again, we're not affiliated with anybody. So don't nobody email me no shit. This is just I'm being my opinion. I can't understand what the issue is. Why?
The weird thing is the reasons why. Oh, the gamblers they
Ed Rose is right.
Right now.
Like,
to do it.
A store. Most of the store is a gambling.
I didn't know there was.
But you old enough to remember that? What was it? In '88, they was protesting against Virginia lottery.
The lottery, yeah.
So it's a Virginia thing, man.
And what is that? What honest is that hurt?
It hurt
Nothing.
And they gonna find.
It's gonna help more than anything.
Exactly. It's gonna bring more jobs. On gambling, a whole big arena. It's an artist
And perform.
right. Any artist industry here.
So in your opinion, you think it's going to go through? Now, mind you, y'all got to vote tomorrow.
Yeah. I hope it goes through this time.
Petersburg is waiting. I mean,
like the fuck up everything.
Right. And if I was part of Petersburg, I'd be pissed that we got another shot. The Richmond got another shot.
Where they putting it is exactly where it needs to be.
Right.
Southside needs something, man.
They do.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go out and vote. Now, we're not telling y'all what to vote for, but think about tomorrow. Exercise your rights. But think about tomorrow. Think about how this could benefit you. And if you can figure out a way it can hurt you, then go the other direction. But if you can't figure out, to me, it just seems like you're voting against it because you're voting against something else. And for you all that's listening,
voting against change.
Right.
Don't want change.
And for you all that's listening, it's not just something for Black folks, you know. And I'm not trying to be racist about this, but a lot of people thinking that we're not gonna make them niggas happy. I mean, that's not what it is. It's more to that.
Absolutely.
All right, we got another song from Big Sty, and then we go hit y'all with another treat after that. This is, and I keep saying, I'm starting to sound like you now. This is my favorite track.
I'm telling you, we have your favorite.
Is another one of my top tracks on it, and I like this because basically it falls into that whole one of my favorite mainstream tracks in a while was the DJ Khaled God Did. That was one of my favorite mainstream tracks. And in my opinion, think what you want about the man, but Jay-Z verse was damn near an hour.
Yeah. That shit was like 6 minutes.
It was fire. And my opinion, don't nobody beat my head off, but my opinion is that shit killed it. This is big style. Style did. We'll do this. We get you to do a freestyle.
Okay.
And then Latino get a break if I will fit. One thing I love about you, man, is that especially on your videos, you shot a VA. Like most of your videos, you got the overhead shot of Richmond. 9 times out of 10, you showing off the area.
Yeah.
That line right there.
Thank you, bro.
It's like this Friday, didn't it?
Is this the right one? right, y'all. That was Stein did. I lost my train of thought for a moment there. I lost my. But you know what? Sometimes it's funny when you listen to something that you really like you said, I ain't gonna say I got emotional, but sometimes you hear something. The one thing I can say about you is your metaphors are crazy. And one of the reasons, like my all-time favorite is Biggie. One of the reasons I love Biggie is because I can hear a Biggie song Tuesday and hear the same song Wednesday and hear something I did not hear the first time I heard it. I just did that with you. Listen to something, I just did that with you. Like I didn't catch the monkey pop the first time around. And now it makes sense because I was looking at the video like, why he got a monkey face on? I didn't catch that until then. It's just, to me, I enjoy a lyrical genius, someone who they can really something that I think personally. I have to keep saying personally because I run a radio station. I don't want people getting mad. But something that I think personally is lost in a lot of these artists these days. Again, not shitting on, but especially some of the female artists. You go around, you got your ass out, and you're selling 1 million records. Right. And the talent is not there. And then the sad thing about it is you got some of them that are talented, but they realize that I'm gonna just put my ass out anyway. It's just I think that we are losing out on a lot of good music because we are dumbing ourselves down.
I think we blaming the wrong. We keep blaming the art.
It's the label.
Label.
Label left them do.
Right. And agenda. That music is good music.
Universal.
Promoted right. That's why I mean.
All right. Well, speaking of good artists, exceptional artists is attribute that I'm gonna add to you, brother, because you are, and like I said, I don't. I said in your intro, in that long ass intro I gave you, I said that you are an RVA legend, but I'm not gonna even limit you to that, man. Your music is that good. It should be up there, like you said. Money and skills. Yeah. So, shout out to you for doing what you do. I definitely appreciate it. I'm not gonna let you get out here without doing something for us live. But shout out to you for doing what you do. So this is what I'm telling everybody. Yeah, take the headphones off because otherwise you can confuse your damn self. All right, so here we go, y'all. This is Lunchtime Big Time Radio Network. This is Big Style. So if I know bus driver, I'm gonna give you time to get your phone out again. Okay, all right. Yeah, because I usually see the phone going off the whole time. All right, y'all. Lunchtime, Big Style. Let's see what we got.
Radio. Something to talk about. Okay. I find myself Call me them the Osama of them drama songs. Beating me, it be like a phenomenon, like Trump wearing live way beyond the song. Cause the wise the road. Watching the game from the bleachers, prophesying with the wisdom of 70 preachers. I made a hit record on my own. Feature. How many of y'all before? How many of y'all been in the middle of a label bidding for? Everything you've been wishing for. Unless they try to give you more. Question is, bro, what you really in it for? I mean, with the Maybach dream, champagne bottles, and coke up, all you really live for? All in it. Man, your pockets got hands and toes all in it. I'm here to expose the game. Most of these rappers, good actors. The Oscars with these other sitting next to De Niro. I know it's just art. It used to be real. That's what set it apart. Y'all done took it too far. You selling the image for it's too much bargaining, obsessed with marketing. Labels be pimping you on what you should act like if you want to.
Keep going, I know. I know. G like, oh man.
So good.
Yo.
That was definitely fire.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. You again, you are our artist of the month. So for the remainder of the month, we will be, like I said, we don't do that many artists, special local artists here on the station doing this show. But we have been flooding your music with this show all month. I
truly appreciate it. I don't take anything for granted, bro. And I still do it. I'm 15, man. So like it, share it.
Let everybody know how to get in touch with you, bro.
You can follow me on Facebook, or you can and
all right, y'all. Big Star. I'm gonna say it again. RVA legend. Like I said, brother, it was an honor to have you here.
Likewise.
Yeah, you are definitely the epitome of what we do this show for, what we do this Artist of the Month for, to just to give people that might not had a chance to be introduced to your music, an avenue to be introduced to it. And I'm a firm believer that once they hear you, bro, you got a fan. I know from the first minute I heard you had a fan. It's just you just have that talent that goes out and above, bro. So I want to thank you, man. We're gonna get out here, take a little quick break. I'm gonna hit you up with 2 Big Star songs as we're getting out of here. I'm gonna say this real quick before we go out here. Like, I get music sent to me from the artists and stuff like that. So I thought, I'm gonna say it right off the bat, I thought that this was the same song he sent to me twice. Which one was done first? Hands Up?
Hands Up.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play Hands Up and then Get Your Hands Up. Now I believe I'm trying to think. I think Earl sent me to Get Your Hands Up. I can't remember who sent me.
Earl Wizzy.
Yeah, I can't remember who sent me.
Yeah, he probably did.
Yeah. So but you sent me Hands Up, and I was like, oh, I already got this. But then I listened to it like, oh no, I don't. So,
and a surprise.
Yeah. Oh, and it was a hell of a surprise too.
Yeah.
So all right, y'all, we're gonna take our short break. But this is Hands Up.
Featuring Spade.
Featuring Spade.
Let's go.
And then after that, we gotta Get Your Hands Up. Yo, this has been an incredible show, man. Really a blessing to have you in here today.
Thank you,
man.
brother. I appreciate y'all.
Here we go.
You got it with the freestyle.
Yeah, this is
the beatbox. Take them back. Oh, that's off the YouTube.
yeah. This is
Oh yeah.
you didn't say I just got it off
Yeah,
YouTube.
that's dope.
Oh yeah, we do.
So what?
Picture.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Don't judge.
Yeah.
Don't judge me, G.
I'm surprised you lasted this long without and this bitch twitching as was having goddamn withdrawals.
You gotta flip it around.
There ain't nobody here yet, so yeah, I appreciate you looking out for me and shit.
Yeah, that's what the team is for. You be throwing me under the bus, but that's what the team is for. Get you come over here and take a picture for that. Fuck your ass.
Like I've been in the dark all weekend, man.
Mess you up.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Thank
Yes, sir.
you.
We'll get it eventually. Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro.
Nice to meet y'all, man.
Absolutely, likewise.
I didn't get your name.
Yeah, they call me wrong.
Bus driver.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Really said Danielle.
I tell it to everybody. You will never heard me. I be like,
hear you
Danielle,
tell
but
it.
they call me wrong.
What's her?
Oh, that's it.
Bro.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Most people do.
It's just, I don't know.
I mean, you look like a raw. You look
Most
like a
people
Danielle.
look like, I mean, excuse me. You know, they know grade.
Don't nobody know Greg.
we.
If you want to come back, you can. But
Oh, okay.
I'll be honest. They need to take a little break.
Oh yeah.
They take a little.
Session.
Yeah. So I let them do
It's
that.
all good.
Man, I really appreciate you coming through, man.
Anytime, brother. now what's gonna happen when we plug him into the machine and put money behind it? Do this, that, and the third. And then the only two people who still wanted to work with me was Suge Knight and Jay Prince. And we ended up rolling with Jay Prince because Suge was still locked.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, have you ever physically spoke to any of the artists you went after?
A couple of them, yeah. The artists, no problem.
Yeah, I could, because they understand
They
talent.
understand the politics.
Right.
Yeah, it was the people in the streets and the fan base. It was like, oh, you know, hating. I mean, but I prefer either you cut me off the top. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm saying with you. I was on tour. When we was on tour, we were signed in. Why? She just literally dropped it in December of 2003. I mean, like 2 days before the new year. Literally 2 weeks after that, it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It was really that overnight type thing. It wasn't a gradual progression. This joint blew up overnight. So when I would be out in these spots, you know what I mean? Front beef.
So, I'm a firm believer that anybody that's a true hip hop artist would hear it and will know that this is what hip hop is. I mean, hip hop started on the battle scene.
Yeah.
So they could respect that.
Yeah.
And you didn't really. No, you did. Yeah. I couldn't say that.
Because everybody kind of got that energy, but back then,
Some of the shit you said was kind of timeless. That whole Diddy shit seems more insider shit now than it did.
That was a true story though. I had somebody.
Oh shit! I didn't know
He
that.
was the head of marketing at that.
During this bidding war, what is that like? How does that feel to know
It is
that
crazy. So you know what I'm saying? So, but you know, because yeah, my BDS report.
I'm not going to pretend like I did.
No, I don't.
BDS report is a report that comes all the radio stations.
Okay.
So he pulling out the BDS report. And this is where it gets real. He's like, honestly, we don't give a fuck what Richmond put. He's like, Richmond is a number 37 mark. Hometown love. You got to make sure that you're making music that's getting played in 3 of the top 10 markets. Mm.
Invest in yourself.
Right. Exactly.
Depending on what your goal is.
I'm glad you made that point because I have a habit of every time we have a local. Obviously, this is a internet radio station, so we're global. So a lot of people don't understand the whole local aspect of it. But we ask a lot of local artists because I'm not saying it's just here in the Richmond area, but I get a lot of feedback from the Richmond area saying how Richmond is does not support its artists.
I disagree.
Right, and you know what?
You came up in the same time, so
right.
You know what not supporting looks like. Because back in the day, there wasn't. Never would have happened, dog. Super Friends, none of us could have. Unless you had that is what Richmond is. Just don't happen. No different from Detroit. We don't have the blossom. Rules apply. If you want to break into the music industry, you have to. It's only certain regions have.
Right.
That made it. Every one of them had to leave. This is another reason why it's important. I'm here. Need some worth here. Something for them to be here. You got man, you don't have want the
Certain way.
Atlanta's look like. And trust me, if you go to Atlanta in the hood, have it. You know, that's it's exclusive.
Right.
Like never been nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Same everywhere you go, man. And people got to.
It's your knowledge is intensive. What you say, and that brings me to something else. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm just going off memory now. Mm-hmm. But I've been following you for a minute. Mm-hmm. I see that you have, you're in the classes. You're at speaking at like VCU and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
What's that all about?
The hip hop class. Just communication. So anytime they have me in and speak about the culture previously.
Wow.
It's a problem, and you know, impact it has. Like you can say, what I do. As you can tell, the growth is really.
Your ass to a t-shirt.
I'm in a different. Money music. And I get that.
I can see what you're saying with the change in some of the things you say. Mm-hmm. But I mean, other than the irregular growth that people do from one generation to the next. You still seem like the same type of person as far as you still seem your music still seems genuine.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't like if you would have said in It's a Problem, if you would have talked about the streets, I would have believed you.
Right.
And I think that's the difference between now and a lot of these people that nowadays they'll say something
that ain't real,
and you like, nigga, that's that's not you.
Yeah.
It's just, and I don't know if this is a compliment or a disservice to your life prior to where you're at now. But how do you think that has changed you, man? Do you think you have changed because you've gotten older, or it's because you've gotten wiser, or it's because of everything that's happened to you in the past? How do you think your music has evolved?
Going through the you know what I mean? Change myself. People I can give you advice all day, but
Go ahead.
You gotta bump your head
Right.
a couple times.
can't keep spitting the same thing.
All right. So with the evolution, excuse me, with the music has changed. Not just your music of hip hop music or rap music. Let's go back to being politically correct. Rap music has changed. Since the two of us, the old heads in here, rap music has changed. From listening to sucker MCs back in the 80s to now checking out a Drake song. It's two different things. I think there's more like we've like I said, we've gone full circle. Hopefully we're going full circle. I think obviously when rap first started, it was nothing more than people talking over the break beats that the DJs did. The DJs were the stars of it. Then somewhere down the line, my personal opinion, somewhere down the line, kind of started with the whole Rakim era, that the lyricists became more important. And then it started going to something. Then they started breaking us into genres. It became gangster rap. It became trap music. It became conscious, a whole lot of different things.
Hip hop.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really did. Although they're not identified when they talk about hip hop music, because they, like you said, they don't really break us down like that. But when you look at the evolution of rap music, the music you love, when you look at that, what do you hope for in the future?
Yes. Right. You know what I mean? Just basic. When the got to be element that you had to be creative to think out talk about what you already talked about.
Right.
Now you get the kids from the LD class it's cool, no disrespect. But I'm just saying,
Nah, I see real
any
disrespectful.
buffoon pick up a mic and say it was a certain level of intelligence you had. Something.
Because you had to work for
Right.
it back then.
Exactly.
Now you don't.
That's why it goes back to anybody couldn't say they rap. Anybody can say they rap. You can get up there. It's so numbers to go down. Even the fan base, you know, you get one. Nobody's raising the bar, and it's not to say on whatever real conscious level of creativity. Think outside the narrative. Think of a creative way to do it. And then hey, you as an artist, you wanted that. You wanted to try to different to make people like, oh damn, you see what he did right there. And that's the way to be taken on a journey, ready to die, laid out for you. Dope. It's even all still knew they were dope. I still recognize. My type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But now,
See, I don't see that bad for not liking Outkast. Thank you, man. Finally, somebody.
I like certain Tribe Called Quest, but listen to Tribe Called Quest.
All right, well, let me do this. No, I'm so glad he said that.
But these are incredibly talented.
Thank you. What are those fucking hand claps?
Yeah, you gotta make sure I explain myself correctly.
No, I'm the same way.
People always look at me like, yo, are you?
When I made a comment a couple of weeks back that I was never an Outkast fan,
Right.
They act like I just spit on Jesus.
But you gotta explain.
It's not mine. All right. And that's exactly what I tried to explain. But at that point, I just said, fuck it. All right. So let me ask you a question. This brings me to the great segue for what I asked all our artists to come in here. And I have a two-parter for you because Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
give me your four, not the best four, but your four that you put on Mount Rushmore. Right now, they could be new artists, old artists, anybody. Your four. No particular order. Four. That makes it hard, I know.
Yeah.
But shit, that ain't gonna be
true.
Okay.
Tupac.
You mad at you for that? I think you know the person that
somebody else tried it.
I think Google said himself. But yeah, other than that. All right. So I ain't mad at you. And those are hell of a good picks that you did, because all of them have longevity in the game, especially LL, even though he hasn't made anything in a minute. But every time LL came out with an album, it was it was something.
He said he did.
You know, and he did with what Ice Cube. We were talking about Ice Cube earlier. He went commercial. LL went commercial, went TV, went movie, but he still was able to come back and not care what the. He didn't disappoint his hardcore fans.
Yeah.
And
He's I saw an interview with him where he said he had a whole album that Dr. Dre did.
I saw that,
He never released. And
can you imagine
not Drake,
not
50 Cent.
No, yeah. Can you imagine that though?
Yeah, a whole album with him and 50 Cent.
You said we'll never hear?
Yeah.
Why? Because you don't feel like it's up to your standards, or
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
listen to you. I got.
all right. Well, let's do this. This kind of falls into the whole Mount Rushmore thing that I was just talking about. Again, I'm giving you 4 because I think 4 is a good number. Makes you have to think.
Okay.
All right. 4 albums that you can listen non-skipping from beginning to end. Well, let's do 3. Let's do 3.
3?
Because
why not 4?
All right, okay, let's do 4. I thought you might have been having a hard time with 4. Let's do 4 albums that you can hit play from the first song
to the last
and not stop. And I see you intrigued, so I'm gonna let you figure that out. Do that one too.
Ice Cube Death Certificate. Maybe something more recent. Reasonable doubt.
All right, drive. Go ahead.
All right. No skip.
Talking hip hop. Ask the R&B shit later, but we are talking hip hop. You need 4 more, 3 more.
Give me.
I done lost track.
Yeah,
that's right, because you gave us that bullshit silk. Not bullshit, because I love Six Sonic. Let me get that straight. I love Six Sonic, but I wasn't talking R&B. I don't honestly think I think I kind of lost interest in Kanye after
That Dark Fantasy.
After he
To me,
graduated.
that was his last.
Another one.
All that stuff.
Thought of another one.
I did.
Well, let me get mine in. You can go. Like, I'm old school to my heart. So, and you know, I'm gonna always say, "Ready to Die."
Okay.
Gotta always say that. I can sit there and honestly listen to that every day from top to bottom.
That's what's up.
Paid in Full.
Okay.
Eric B. I've always been a huge Eric B. and Rakim fan. It's just I think if I go who I think one of the top lyricists of all time, I would put Rakim in there. Because if you think of some of the things he says, and I say the same thing about Biggie, because like I said, what I said about Sty earlier, Biggie is the type of person you can listen to a track, and then the next day you hear the same track and you hear something different. Rakim is the same way.
Absolutely.
Again, I would definitely have to. I would have to go Chronic, honestly. I think one of the greatest hip hop records ever. It's Chronic. Yeah. And a lot of people hate on this next one for whatever reason. I think it's unfair. But Slim Shady.
Oh, I mean,
the LP, Marshall Rap.
That one was.
That's how I would see. You got one?
No.
Okay.
I'm so glad you skipped me. You're like, boy, album.
I mean, you was nodding your head, so I thought you might have had one for you.
That's dope.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I'm. Okay, so unless you had something else, I got another question for you.
No, good.
All right.
No, we
can go all day with him. We can add another song every 5 minutes. Later on at night. Oh, I forgot. All right, so because I
would have said that Biggie record though, but that one. Me and my bitch. That after the second line.
I mean,
it's like I understand. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I'm not. I'm rethinking something somebody would just sent me. And I welcome a chance for you. You know the number to call up here and give us your 4. Yeah, you know the number because Garrett seems to have a problem with my picks. So okay. you know the number. Call up here and give it. And as a fellow George Wythe alumni. You know.
Oh yeah, he shouted out Southside.
He did shout out Southside. Yeah, he forever shouting out Southside.
Who that?
Gary Hughes. He one of our
salute, my dude.
radio personalities. He's seen it. And you know what? That's a good point. I did not say Jay-Z, but who else? Who would I have taken out? Because Reasonable Doubt to me was Reasonable Doubt. All right. Ever. So let's do this. All right. So we got the hip hop genre taken care of. All right. When Big Sty's at home, when you at home with the family, what are you listening to? Not hip hop.
Not
hip hop.
Okay.
Y'all young people don't know that Kashif. Lisa Morgan and Kashif? Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah. R&B. Yeah.
The one thing I love about music, especially the artists these days, is that a lot of them pay homage to some of the old tracks. Just like you with your track, you sampled a little Mary J. A lot of these old artists, like Shalimar, has been sampled so many times. Just so many of these. Earth, Wind, and Fire is synonymous with the greatest band ever of all time.
You better say it.
Way to plug your shit on somebody else's show.
Yeah, you got.
I like that. No, it might have sounded like I was irritated, but I was impressed with that. Yeah. what we were saying earlier when you brought up, and I jokingly told you had to pick somebody else. To me, Silk Sonic, even though it's just one album in, they epitomize music. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They kind of give you that remembrance of old school hip hop.
Right.
If you get the right J, you can do that now.
That shows that passion because that's how I feel when I listen to what see myself. You're absolutely right.
But like you said, I mean, if you're our age, me and Sty, you know, you were if you had parents that were music lovers like I had, and you know, the one gift that they gave us, not the one gift, but the one of the main gifts they gave us was this music, with this love of music.
Mm-hmm.
Just like with you, you know, your father calls us up at the show. Every show he has, you know, he has his opinions on what he wants you to play. That's a love of the music. I don't think it's just it's something that's embedded in you.
Yeah,
like,
because that's you gotta remember back then that's all we had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When time you can pay rent or whatever as long as
Put
you
on Sam Cooke.
that Capono set
Yeah.
and play a record, you know, the pain, but that goes back to music, emotions and feelings and the influence it has. You going through hard times. Man, trapping.
Like we did that. We did. I mean, I'm not saying these young people are the first to be like.
No, but it was balanced though.
We balanced it. That's what I was gonna say. Even with Chronic, it was balanced.
Like go back to what I said. Right. Smith over here, Public Enemy over there, all that in between. Very real. Don't want to see a J. Cole concert.
Nope.
Never gonna see. Gangsters want to hear gangster shit.
But that's why he said he's not gonna go down that rabbit hole. It's a whole
conversation. Gangster shit. Going to the gangster rap.
So many people love Broadway so much.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion, I feel like eventually they're gonna get him up out of there because he's making people depressed.
Yeah. I didn't get that till you told me that. Like he's another person I never heard of until Raw introduced him to, and I like his music.
Love his music,
but I didn't realize he was as depressing as he was until Raw.
It'll just put you, and I can be happy as ever and hear something, and it just put me.
And I'm sure you can attest to this. I've been in the club, feeling good, having a good time. A certain song come on, energy shift. Mean mugging. It's that your music is very
influences you.
It influences your emotions and detox when I leave the once you found peace, you disconnected yourself. Because I was spitting that light. I was in it. On the other end, I don't listen to down in. But again, like I said,
I mean, but yeah,
Must say we
okay.
only got
I'm looking at the time, but I never thought of it like that because you never hear about a you know incidents at a J. Cole show or.
And
no, you're not. Never see a concert rapper get shit. There was an incident in New York
On a bicycle, yeah.
with no problem. You give out.
And it's weird because a lot of these rappers that's getting killed, the way that they die is like they done rapped about it. Three. Don't you might not have
Motor, yeah.
never heard of.
Yeah.
But his song, he literally described how he ended up dying.
Yeah.
Mm.
You put that. You going?
I told you I wouldn't listen to
R. Kelly?
Quavo and Takeoff because the day that they dropped, what is it, Message? Is that this song?
Mm-hmm.
That was the song.
The day
that
after,
showed
yeah.
him that
Yeah,
he got killed.
video,
But the
yeah,
day that they dropped it, he's getting shot in the video or something, or he's dead in the video or something.
No, that's just like Pac.
Yeah.
When Pac dropped his track, I ain't mad at you. It was eerie.
Yeah.
How much?
Matter of fact, did that video come out after
he died?
Yeah. He was already gone, but it was almost like this is the story of his death. I mean, it was just that eerie with but it was almost. I think it was almost kind of refreshing because it made it seem like he was giving his last speech.
Right.
He was telling everybody, "My bad, you know, I ain't mad at you no more." It's like so. It's twofold. Right. One, it was eerie because basically you got shot outside, just kind of like him, or kind of like what happened to him, but it was also giving him a chance to tell everybody, "I ain't mad at you." But yeah, art imitates life, and life imitates art all the time. And you think about it, and like it's funny, but it's sad that we are in a situation now where we're at a time and we're not saying back in the day artists didn't get killed. I remember when Scott LaRock was killed.
Yeah,
I remember that. I was like, this was after the first album just dropped, and I'm like, fuck. I mean, he didn't get a chance.
There was always that type of element around. If you notice, and that's.
I also like to believe that you're seeing more rap bodies pop up because there's more rappers out here.
Yeah, that's
honestly.
And it's more.
And more people that shouldn't.
That are like
right.
That's the
right.
Thing. Like,
go back to what the average rapper, even if he was a street dude, had a certain level of
intelligence. and back in the day, like Biggie, stop rapping, stop on the hustling to take over. Well, some of these rappers don't stop what they're doing. And I think
a song and right back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram and social media. You could drop a record, see this dude. Video here, you might see a magazine log over there. You didn't see him. These artists because I'm gonna say something. disconnect.
A lot to do with the labels too. Because if they was pushing it for them to do better, well, get out of that environment, then it wouldn't be as much.
But they're not pushing it.
I always
No,
blame
because
the
you best believe they got an insurance policy,
I
and
just
your
seen
money
Leo
is.
Cohen on breakfast. Feel responsible for some of this stuff that's going on, record label exec. He was like, yo, I gotta eat.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. It's on YouTube, yeah. They're gonna go right
Because you're gonna still
gonna,
make money
right.
even if you're dead.
And
Not
they
even
don't,
gonna
they are
lie.
disconnected.
I think they can make more money.
The only
I was about to say
association they
that.
have with you and I is this.
Yep.
Because you gotta think
When
how
they go to
many
their bar
songs.
mitzvahs, it's a seat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they don't have no connection to that. It's not bothering their community.
Nope.
So the platform. Cold. But change that up.
We're not gonna get rich off of you.
Exactly.
Around with
And if you
flowers.
notice, the only reason you have it is because they were signed.
Integrity.
Right. We're just signed without.
I can see why they got you teaching, bro. I mean, in all honesty, I mean, like, now granted, I only lasted in college a week and a half, but I could see me sitting in your class because your knowledge is up there. I mean, and like I said, I said the same thing about bars. I mean, it's good when you surround yourself with people with knowledge because you can think, as I did, you can think you have knowledge of a certain genre, a certain thing, until you meet someone that really has that knowledge, that really has that insight, that really makes a difference. And talking to you right now, I mean, your insight is just so much greater than I would have thought. And like I said, when I saw on had seen on one of your Facebook posts that you were teaching a class or however you were doing it, I said to myself, okay, all right, what is this about? This is definitely something, I would have to ask him if I ever meet him. Now, mind you, this is before we even did this that I noticed at it. So that's why I was glad I got a chance. But to understand, to listen to you talk for the last hour and a half, I can see why someone would be interested in your story. I can see how your success. First of all, look, the whole word success is based on your opinion. You can be as successful as you want to be. You can never be more successful than you expect yourself to be. Your whole trip, your whole journey to where you are right now has led you into being the incredible artist you are. But it's also led you to be an incredible historian, an incredible, I mean, like I said, a hip hop legend here, and not just an RVA, but you are honestly a hip hop legend, man. And this has been by far one of the most interesting interviews we've had on here. And like I said, bro, I'll be completely honest with you. I've been sick all weekend.
Oh, man.
I would have canceled. If it was anybody else other than you, people don't get mad. I'm dead ass serious.
He's serious.
I'm dead ass serious. I mean, but I really was considering not even coming in today.
Wow, okay.
But I was like, no, I gotta have this. This is like, I knew that you were gonna open up some doors and some minds today based on your knowledge, bro. And then to top it off, good music. I mean, it's like I said, like KRS-One. You have that mentality that I can learn something from you, or everybody can learn something from you. And the fact that you are willing, because you don't have to. I mean, you could have done your music, you could have had your success, you could have honestly went to pastor. You know what I'm saying? And just just chill.
Right.
From this point on. But you are still out here doing it. You still out here teaching. You're still out here being a role model to a lot of these artists, whether they are paying attention to you or not, which they really should. There's a lot of artists, especially in the Richmond area, that really needs to understand we have legends in Richmond that you can really learn something from. So don't be so high on yourself that you don't go to a legend and be like, hey, talk to me. I mean, even you got to sit down. I'm sure Sty look like he a healthy brother. Add a brother lunch. Go sit down and talk to this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go sit down and talk to this brother. You know, get some knowledge because I mean,
and I extend myself. Especially anything that everybody ain't gonna be Jay-Z, everybody ain't gonna be, you know, whatever. You have so like somebody hits me up to be an acknowledgement of something I did.
I do want to say this, and again, this is not like ass kissing or anything like that. But the one thing I will say about you, brother, is that when I hit you up to to represent us as far as the artist of the month, you were, and I'm not saying nobody else did. I probably shouldn't have said this, but you were very gracious. I mean, you seemed very honored to be thought at like that. I think your humbleness is probably one of your best traits. But and I mean this in the most the greatest compliment I can. Do you understand how great you are? Do you really know? I mean, literally. I mean, and I'm not trying to just gas your head up. Do you understand? Have you ever sat back and listened to your music like, damn, I'm fired?
I really did that.
Yeah.
It's going to.
I mean, I ain't gonna tell nobody.
But I don't, and I do.
You have to.
I want to sound great. You know what I'm saying? So, music is made to be listened to, and who can make a song caught up in that? You know what I'm saying?
It makes a hell of a lot of sense.
I'm supposed to be
Great.
I'm supposed to sound good. You know what I'm saying? Like
You weren't. Why do it?
Like, I get hyped over music. Yeah, I go back and listen. It comes out the way. And then it's like, wow, that's dope.
I'm gonna tell you what you did today that impressed the fuck out of me. Honestly, every time we played your music today, I looked over at you and you was grooving.
Yeah.
You were bouncing to it. I mean, everybody noticed you were bouncing to it like you were a fan. Like, it's okay for us to sit there bouncing, but you over here and you moving and stuff like that. That tells me that not only that you love what you do, but you know you've given us a gift by allowing us to be part of your world for 3 minutes and 22 seconds.
Right.
And we really do appreciate that, brother.
No
And we really do appreciate you not only coming through here today, but staying through the whole show.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know, most people leave out after the first segment. But I did forget you are the artist of the month. I usually keep the artist of the month. I do appreciate that, brother. And
I appreciate y'all having.
Yeah, we have.
So yeah. Stuff for granted, man. Anybody listening?
All right, so this is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to hit up our website, www.thetimeradio.com. Go to our Lunchtime page, hit the Artist of the Month section on it, and you will see a whole slew of videos, pictures from Big Star. Like I said, y'all, this was a treat for me. This is definitely was a treat. Well, real quick, what else do you have? You said something about you got something coming out in next year.
Oh yeah, well.
Event. It's a whole
campaign. Whole campaign.
Before we get out of here, let me say one other thing. The fact that you're still relevant, and you just said you ain't dropped an album in 19 years.
I dropped mixtapes, but I haven't dropped an album.
I mean, that right there says a lot about your longevity and your
it's you know. You know, it's come on.
You stayed up late.
Yeah. For people to want me to still come up to decades.
Wow.
Doing this. You know?
Shout out to you because you were involved in an event that we had the people on here last couple weeks ago. He's involved in the fashion show with Thomas.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah.
I'm glad I reminded you.
So, I talked to Biggie Tom yesterday, man.
Yeah.
We good. Yeah, definitely, man. That's gonna be dope, man.
Yeah, when they said your name, I was like, I know right off the bat, it's gonna be dope.
That's gonna be fun. And right now, that's what it's about, man. It's just like having fun.
All right. Well, man, I appreciate you a lot, man.
I appreciate you.
Let everybody know once again how to get in touch with you.
Yo, hit me up on Facebook, on Instagram.
And remember, y'all check them out on our website, man. And this was a great show.
Yeah, this was fun.
I'm gonna show you how great it is. I'm done. That's gonna do it for us. We go end. I wish I had another song. Shit, I done played a bunch of songs a couple times anyway. This I'm gonna do another song that we've already done. Which one am I gonna do? Oh, you know what? Let's do this. We did this on the break. Let's do this. All right. Wait a minute. You said Spade had retired?
Yeah, from recording.
Yeah.
You know, he had this Rhythm Shack studio.
Yeah. All right. All right. So we're gonna hit y'all with On Our Way Out because I'm dead ass serious. This is it, Phil. So everybody say their goodbye. You can't follow this. I mean, what the fuck am I gonna play next? Y'all check out this.
Wait, whoa.
Yeah, I know he gonna stop us. I know he gonna stop us.
Man. Can
It's not about you. It's not about them anymore.
It's just about
it's about him.
Raw Diamond Danny, Aura, A, W, D, Y.
You smart. You got that name wrong. All right,
On all
y'all.
platforms.
Y'all get us up on Big Time Radio Network on all platforms. That's X, Instagram, Facebook. Hit me up, Big Time G Money on all platforms. Y'all make sure y'all check us out on our website. This show is every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The replay for today, just in case y'all missed this, and if y'all missed it, fuck y'all. But if y'all missed it, seriously, y'all missed a hell of a show. The replay for today's show will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. So make sure y'all check that out. If you check on the website, you'll see the replay for the video feed on the website. Once again, great show, man. I appreciate staff for coming through. He is our artist of the month. So y'all be hearing music from him for the rest of the month. So yeah, you get used to it. Get used to shit like this. Here we go. Hands up.
Ooh.
I really love this. I really love this beginning part. We out here. Tell a friend, tell a friend.
That be on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Appreciate it,
No problem
brother.
at all. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks a lot, man.
Not a problem.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.